We humans like to think of ourselves as the dominant species on the planet Earth. So in this video, I'm going to explain why humans became Earth's dominant species. For most of Earth's history, there were no humans. There was just water, rock, gas, and tiny little microbes. But then about 540 million years ago, the first animals showed up, and they were the dominant species for the next 500 million years. But then something new showed up, a new kind of animal, one that would eventually become the dominant species on the planet, us. So why are we the dominant species and not some other animal like elephants or giraffes? Well, there are many theories, but I'm going to present 3 of the most compelling. Number 1 is the adaptability hypothesis. This basically says that humans are good at adapting to new environments, and there's evidence to support this. Our ancestors lived all over the world, from Europe to Asia to Africa. And when the last ice age ended about 12,000 years ago, humans were living on every continent except Antarctica. But it's hard to say if this is the main reason why we are the dominant species, because lots of other animals have also spread to new environments. For example, rats and mice can live almost anywhere humans can because they're also good at adapting to new environments. The second hypothesis is the intelligence hypothesis. This says that our big brains allowed us to develop complex tools and weapons and strategies that other animals couldn't match. This is a popular hypothesis, and there's lots of evidence for it. For example, we developed bows and arrows before any other animal. We also developed shelters and clothing, which may have given us an advantage when competing for resources with other animals. And we developed complex language, which allowed us to communicate more information than any other animal. Some scientists even say that it's our language ability that makes us unique and set us apart from all other animals. But this hypothesis doesn't sit right with me because if brain size is what made us the dominant species, then wouldn't dolphins be the dominant species? They have bigger brains than humans. In fact, they have the largest brain of any animal on the planet. So let's move on to hypothesis number 3. The third hypothesis is the cooperative hunting hypothesis. This one says that humans became the dominant species because we're good at working together in groups. Humans are the only animals that hunt cooperatively, meaning that we work together in groups to take down prey. And we don't just do this with other humans. Dogs do it too. And it's thought that this is one of the main reasons why dogs evolved from wolves. Wolves are good at hunting by themselves, but when they work together in packs, they can take down bigger prey. Humans and wolves are the only known species on the planet that hunt cooperatively. And scientists think that this behavior gave our ancestors several advantages. First, we could take down bigger prey than other animals. This gave us more food to eat and, more importantly, the extra nutrition that we needed to grow bigger brains. Second, we could defend ourselves against predators. And finally, we could use these skills to gather resources, not just food. For example, we might have worked together to dig up tubers or collect fruits and nuts, and this would have given us an advantage over other animals who did these things alone. In the end, it's probably a combination of all 3 factors that made us the dominant species, not just one. We're good at adapting to new environments, we have big brains, and we're good at working together in groups. But I think there's another factor that's just as important, but hasn't gotten enough attention. It's our factor, our ability to share information through language and gestures and stories and pictures. We can share information about the world around us, but we can also share information about information itself. Like we can talk about what knowledge is and how to acquire it. And this has allowed us to build on each other's ideas and discoveries and inventions and spread that knowledge throughout the whole species. And this sharing of information might be the most important factor in our success. It's what allowed a small group of humans in Africa to invent agriculture 10,000 years ago, and then spread that knowledge to other humans around the world. It's what allowed humans to invent the wheel in Mesopotamia, and then spread that knowledge to other humans. Around the world, it's what allowed a teenager in a garage to invent the first workable automobile, and then spread that knowledge to the world. I mean, think about it. All the knowledge in the world is contained in the human brain. Our individual brains are pretty small, but our collective brain is huge. It's the size of the whole human species, and our ability to share information allows that species to function as one giant superbrain. And this gives us the potential to know everything there is to know in the universe. And this, I think, is what makes us the dominant species on the planet.